Hey folks, welcome! I'm a rough Pebble, and I am so excited to be diving into some Songs of Six. This is a fantastic game that is near and dear to my heart. I have been playing this game for so long, and I just keep learning more and more about it, and its complexity keeps growing more and more. But it is such a fantastic game. It is a colony building, city builder type game that has a lot of flexibility and control, and you can control a kingdom of, thousands and thousands of citizens. So let's go ahead and play. We're going to be playing on a campaign mode, I think. Yeah, campaigns? No, not. We're going to do random game, that's right. We'll leave everything on normal difficulty and leave all of these, and turn all of the scripts on, yeah. Why are there two dig too deeps? Double me up then. Yeah, okay, let's go. Maybe let's just do one. We'll do both. Dig too deep twice. So those basically just are additional scripts that can cause bad things, mostly bad things. I think there's sometimes good things that happen, but it shouldn't be a problem. Now, as always, I like to play with the Dundarians. They are the hardest of the groups, and I like a challenge, so let's go ahead and dive in with the Dundarians. There are a variety of different races, and you can always bring more of them in, so just starting with one of them doesn't really matter too much. In terms of choosing our map type, let's go ahead and just get something like this. Yeah. Or... yeah, I think that's good. And then latitude is fine. Let's go ahead and just generate that. And there we go. We can take a look at our map here. So we can see that there are a lot of different places here that we can settle. There's a variety of different resources here and there. Yeah, some of them having more or less of them. And our Dundarians like cold, but I think I'm going to go into a more temperate region. I'm totally fine with that. Let's go ahead and regenerate this until we get something that's a little bit more to our liking. I'd like maybe something with some gems and some of, I don't know, maybe a little bit of everything. Oh yeah, something like that. That's starting to look real good over here. We're in slightly too warm of a climate here. It's actually still temperate. Okay, that's good. You can always, yeah, continue to regenerate. I think you can edit terrain as well, so we might even just do a little bit of editing around here, and maybe I'll edit something. Maybe I'll get a nice world gen and then edit something into it. So yeah, I think that could be kind of nice. All right, so I will be right back and have a nice a settlement space for us here. All right, everyone, and I've created us a nice little spot here on the mountain of Nimboldir. And I think it's an interesting little spot. I think it should give us a good bit of fertility, some fresh water, some mountains, some forests, as well as some good resources here to get us started. So let's go ahead and dive in. And we're going to have a very small little province here, certainly. We're going to be surrounded by two other cities here, so that's just a little scary. But let's maybe regenerate the structure of the world a little bit more. And, that seems... Narkala. Let's regenerate yet again. And we'll rename ourselves here. Stinik. I don't think that's such a great name for what we're trying to go for here. And I will, go ahead and return once we have a good setup here. I'll be right back. Alright, and I think I found something that's nice. We have a couple of sort of independents living here in the passes. We have Veronik, we have Kildets, and then some smaller freelands out this way. So I think that should be good. And allows us to kind of get maybe a little bit of a foothold here in the world. So let's go ahead and dive in. And the last thing we'll need to figure out is our terrain for where we're going to settle. So here we've got a couple mountains, with some rivers and things on the inside. You know what? I kind of like that. I wish more of our resources were sort of on the interior here. But I'm going to just re-roll this maybe a couple times and see exactly what it is that we can get here. But we've got some nice rivers here in the center. Okay, yeah. A few things off to the side. Regen, and I'll be right back. Alright, folks, I think I found a pretty interesting place for us to settle and to colonize. I think we've got a nice little road leading into this sort of crater of a place. And there's some pretty easy choke points here. I think there's really 3 choke points here that we shouldn't have any problems tamping up. And especially if we build a wall. Yeah. Something like that. There doesn't seem to be a way in. I think they can maybe make their way through here. Oh, no. Maybe. Okay. And that's closed, and that's closed. Okay, interesting. So, yes. Okay, so I think this is where I'm going to settle in. This is where I want to kind of put down roots. I think putting down right here is maybe fine. Okay. Let's put down right here. This is our throne room. We are not too far away from a patch of mushrooms, which is fantastic for our people. They love mushrooms. So you can see here that we've got a few folks here already. We've got the Dundarians who are ready to begin working. Some of them bearded, some of them old, some of the young, so on and so forth. One moment. Okay, sorry about that. And I'm back, and I've moved my camera. I think it's in a better spot here, so you can actually see all of my equipment and things here that we have. Currently, we have very little. We don't have any storage or anything like that set up. We can see all of the different things that we can build down here in this menu, and our little stockpile of things next to our throne. So we currently have a mud wall throne room here with, what is it, 10 Dundarians outside of our walls. And we've got this road that's going up here, kind of cutting through some of the water. We've got the mushrooms, we've got some stone, some coal, some ore. All of that is great, and I think is going to set us up for a good time here. So first things first, we should probably build a few homes. We'll build a couple homes here out of stone. Okay, so folks like stone. We'll need to harvest some of this. We'll go ahead and do that while we clear rocks. Our folks definitely like stone. We could maybe even dig out a few homes here. For now, let's just go ahead and collect a little bit of stone. Alright, so we'll start time. Our folks will go about and start mining out rocks. Fantastic. Some of them are going to swear fealty to us at the throne. Other than that, we're going to collect the stones here. I also want to make sure that we collect a little bit of the trees. So fell some of the trees here. And then forage. We're going to want to forage for these mushrooms up here. It's not too far away. But we're not going to be able to do that until, if I click on this, late summer. So we are currently in day 1 of spring. We've got a little bit of time before we're going to have that access to that food. But there is 20 rations here, as well as some livestock that we might want to do something with. But first things first, let's go ahead and collect some resources here. Alright, and we can speed things up, because it does take some time to collect the stone here. And I love just how, like, it actually does build up on the ground over here, and you get some slightly larger piles of the wood and the stone and everything. And we'll have you know, storage rooms and things like that here in a little bit, but we just need to get some resources first. Okay. Alright. What we can do in the meantime is build a well. So build a well here. I think water is important, so let's have a well as close to our throne room as possible. And maybe one day this can become a fountain in a large palace. Alright, continue swearing fealty, relaxing, hanging out with your buddies. Everybody does need to rest, and they can rest inside the throne room for now. We can also build a few roads. So let's build a small road down to here. Okay, we've got a little bit of a road set up. Good. And I've been thinking about how I want to structure my roads so that my cities can be as nice as I want them to be. And I think 4 wide is actually what I'm looking for. I usually did 3 in the past, but 4 wide is probably the best. Because the torches are 2 wide, if we take a look at those. That is in decorations here. We can do 2 wide torches, and so having them so folks can walk around would be nice. Okay, now we've got some stones. And let's go ahead and cancel all of the rest of this. We've got plenty of stone. I want another road down here to the well. And they're going to spend their first night indoors. Or in the throne room without a house. We're going to work on it, though. Oh, it's not even the first night. It is the 4th day here. Alright, let's get a well. We've got all the resources we need for everything. Maybe a little bit more would be good. And a nice big well. We need 6 stone for that. It's not so bad. Build. And it's about to be summertime. Yes, first day of summer. We've got some rain coming in. Continue to build out the well here. There we go. Okay, fantastic. Alright, we've got a good well. Our people are gonna sip some water, take a little break from work here if they need to. And then we'll build some homes. We'll build homes out of stone. And for now, let's do... I think build a house here. Actually, no. Cancel that. Smart remove all of that. Where's my homes? There they are. Okay. So I want something like... Let's do a few apartments. So this is 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's good. And then do a house here. And then do an apartment here. We're gonna build a small cluster of homes here. And we can just do... I mean, we don't even need all of this right now. Actually cancel some of this. Just do this. Whoops. Whoops. Oh my goodness, I'm smart removing everything. Alright, let's go ahead and get the home in here. And this is auto build walls around room. Okay, yes, that's right. I do want that. And it's what you're doing here. Okay, yes, build that. And then here I would do a similar type thing. Build something like this. Yes, out of stone. And then the rest of this can become farmlands. And with that, I don't know why I'm necessarily building on this side, but we also do need some production buildings and things here. Actually, this is a terrible idea. Why am I doing this? Dismantle. Cancel all of this. Cancel this. Cancel this. Don't even finish building that. Dismantle this. You've made up your minds. And we're actually going to build on this side of the... We can build right here. Yes, this is good. Build. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd rather have the apartments facing this way. 3, 4. And then a house like this. Perfect. Yes. Very good. And then we can toss in another apartment here. Yes, I'm very comfortable with that. Good. Let's go ahead and build our homes here. Just gotta clear out that little tree. It's not fertile lands, so it's not going to be something that we want to use for crops at any point. Alright. There we go. And we've almost got our homes. And then next thing, we'll want, yes, a hearth. Winter is around the corner. And I think having something like... We can start with something like this, I suppose. Or we might as well just commit to it. Yeah. Commit to the larger one. It's not going to take up a ton of space. I mean, it doesn't take up a ton of resources. 56 wood, we have plenty of it. And then we'll want to build a warehouse here somewhere. So let's do a logistics warehouse. And build you out of stone. Yes. Let's just do a little 5x6 for right now. Okay. So no, let's go ahead and do something a little bit bigger. Expand room over structures, so we can do a little bit more here. We'll cut into the mountain. Then we can put in some crates here like this. Alright. There. And then put some crates in like this. So you'll notice that if I were to expand it super wide, there's a little yellow border, and I've mentioned this in past videos, but this basically just means that there is going to be additional cost to build it. So you can see here that this is, I think that this is construction costs are increased here to provide for the supports. If I were to reduce that, it goes away. So that's kind of how that works, which is nice. And we want to keep it here like this. Okay. And toss in that last big bit of crates here. Remove doorway, place a doorway. We do need a doorway. We'll put a doorway here and a doorway here. And a doorway here. Okay. And construct. Let's go ahead and build a few more roads. We'll build a double down this way. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Okay, we'll start. This is the beginnings of our little settlement here. They've almost finished building their homes here. Yes. Their apartment is ready, and you can see that they've moved in a little bit. They have some beds and things here, so that's good. There is a demand for more people here, or people like it here so far, because they've got homes, they've got water. There will be a hearth here soon enough. And I've just given everybody a ton of tasks when I really do need them going up here and harvesting. Room upgrade, no. Okay, well, we do need to go get that food. So, I'm actually going to room copier. Alright, I'm just gonna rebuild that here in a second. And cancel the roads. Cancel all the roads. We do really need to build the hearth and then go get that food up top. We need the mushrooms. Okay, this is good. Okay. And actually, let's just go ahead and smart remove that and go get the mushrooms up here. Without the mushrooms, without food, we have nothing. So this is necessary. All right, now we can go back and do the hearth wellness. A hearth. Toss you in here like this. Okay, good. There's a bunch of mushrooms out here for our folks to eat. Okay, good. Get that set up. And then maybe we also need a fishing mining here. Yes, aquaculture, fishing. I think we're gonna start with something small. We only have a few people here anyway, so let's just start with something like this. Yep, that's good. A fisherman 2, okay. I think at least for up to 4, maybe? We do need food production, so I think that should be good. Storage, oh yeah, we'll want to expand this out a little bit more here. To storage. For some storage space. And then auxiliaries, we need something like that. Okay, great. Efficiency, the 0 deep sea. Okay. And then if we can just quickly clear this out, we can start producing some fish. We do have some food, but not a lot. And we can bring in a few more Dundarians. So I'm going to, let's slow things down. Let's take a look at this. I can right click on this. We can see that our population is quite happy here. We have access to a variety of things like food, some of our services like water and the hearth soon. Environment, they like living in stone houses, they like noise. These are specific to the Dondarians. They're the different races. These different guys all have different needs and wants. So having multiple species in your city just is good because they also have skill sets in different areas. But it also takes a little bit more to manage them. So that is what we've got going on. We want to bring one of them in, so we can see that there is one aspiring immigrant. We'll authorize them to come in. They can work in the fishery. Alright, there we go. And we have the housing for them. Yeah, we have 3 here, and 5 in here. One thing that we can also do to increase the enjoyment of our citizens is to have a set of furniture be used by and set of resources used by the Dundarians. If we click on access, and you can just click on each one of these things, they all tell you different things. You can scroll over everything. It gives you a bunch of information, so definitely use the tooltips and things. But here, if we go to access, we can look at what furniture they're using and what they have access to in their households. We can go ahead and tell them to use wood and stone here without a problem, and they're going to grab it from the surrounding area here and bring it back into their homes and decorate it. So right now, like I said, they've got like a small lantern here and a couple hay cots and whatnot, but that's not really that's not a ton of decorations. They'll definitely get a few more in there. So they have not brought any of those resources in yet, but hopefully they will once they finish building all of this. Finish building the fishery here. And then we're gonna want a road. We'll want a road here. And then we'll want a road here. And then we work on that storage hut. Three, 4. We need to click on that to expand into existing structures. Then we could even do something like this. Yep, I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's fine. 1.94 thousand. And toss in a door here, a door here. That should be sufficient for now. Okay, and this is 29% done. Finish constructing it here, yeah. And then we'll get some of our population into fishing. And so that's kind of what you want to focus on here early game, is getting a source of food up. Whether that be through, you know, fishing. And one thing that we can take a look at is what sort of food do your people like. So if you click on this, you can see the food preferences of your peoples. So the Dundarians love meat, they love fish, and they love mushrooms. So we can definitely try to provide that for them. They also have a drink preference. They like piva and a variety of other things. So this is how you can sort of learn a little bit more about the species that you are playing with, or species that you're playing with, and cater to them a little bit more. So I'm not going to get into every minutia right there, but that's just something for you to check out if you're kind of struggling with stuff. There are a lot of resources in it. There are a lot of tooltips and a lot of places to access different stats and learn more about sort of what's going on. Like, for example, like you can click on all of these things and you can figure out, like, okay, what's going on with the piva production or the wood production that we've got going on here. Like, all of these things. We're losing livestock because they're just sitting in our storage and deteriorating. So we're down to 13 livestock. And we'll want to set up a pasture here somewhere. Maybe something up here. Maybe we do a small pasture up this way. We'll remove this road maybe. Or we could dig into this and then have a pasture out this way. But this is also pretty good land. There's fertility 83, 86. That's pretty good. 83, 100 over this way. I mean, we've got a little bit less fertility up there, so maybe I don't know. We'll need a small pasture for now, so we'll get something small going over this way. And yeah, that's what we've got going on now. This would be good. It's almost done. Yes, there we go. Finish that. Fishery 1. Okay, so the other thing that I really like about this game is you can name everything. So this isn't just Fishery 1 for us. This is lily pad fishery. This isn't well 0. This is Earth, Terra, Waters, well. Okay. Hearth 0? No. This is Winter's Respite Hearth. Or this will be capital. This will be the King's Own Hearth. There we go. We have our population just loving us. The loyalty is through the roof. Access to more foods. Access to more things like the King's Own Hearth here. Can't name the apartments, but that's okay. We'll name all the things as we sort of get them, or get access to them. It's going to take a little bit to dig out all of the stone here, so we'll have to be patient with them. But we'll have a lot of stone here. And you know what? We can maybe even bring in a few more folks, but I do need to... Okay, yeah, let's maybe just put in one more apartment here. And then if I wanted a house here. Okay. It's a little off-center from what I was hoping for, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Okay, so you are gonna finish building, finish clearing out all of these stones first. Oh boy. Yeah. We need everybody on that we can. There's still plenty of fish here. If I need to get more fishermen, we can do that too. And then I would bring in 2 more immigrants. Yes. Oh, whoops. There we go. and hopefully they can work on building out these households. We do have a little bit of homelessness, but that's okay. We'll resolve that here soon. Okay, and hopefully we have enough fish for these 13 Dundarians who are beginning the work of expanding this small settlement into something that will hopefully one day be very large, and that we can one day conquer the various lands around us. But for now, we're here building dirt huts and whatnot. And with that, I'm going to end this episode. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you haven't yet, make sure to hit subscribe and like. And we'll see each other in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.